Okay, ready?
Hey everybody, happy holidays to you guys. Happy holidays. Hope you guys are having a wonderful. Why is my thing so bright? Hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. Did you guys eat your turkey? No, not turkey. Did you guys eat all of your barbecue? Did you guys eat your barbecue yet? Did you eat your barbecue? I mean, can I get some hands up of who ate some barbecue? Hey, Erica. Did you guys eat your barbecue? I'm ordering food. I'm too tired to cook. Tammy said, hello. Hey, Erica. Had to work today, you did? Hey, Britt, Sherry. All right, guys. I know you guys got up in here all excited. Oh, my God. She has Attorney Adams up in here. Didn't y'all not say that? Y'all said that, right? But listen, there's more than one Attorney Adams in the court system now. Stop it. Y'all so somebody said, you lying. I ain't lied. This person's name is Adams. I didn't lie. You was thinking Mr. Adams. It never said Mr., did it? Did it say Keith Adams? No, it did not. See, guys, you see how you guys acting? You had fried shrimp. I ate a lot of barbecue. Okay. I just finished eating steak with rice and apple cinnamon cornbread. Oh, that sounds so good. Hey, Miami Day. Doing takeout as well on Memorial Day. Well, I made me some barbecue, but I made it in the oven. I did my own little baked barbecue chicken. I did that. Yeah. Ejection speculation. Oh my God. Hey guys. How is it false advertisement? Wait a minute. You guys, hold on. Wait a minute. The woman name last name is Adams. So how is it false advertisement? Ain't no false advertisement. You put your mind and you wanted Keith Adams. That's what it was. You wanted Keith Adams. You wanted Keith Adams. Dog. K-Dog, they wanted Keith Adams. And now all of a sudden I'm being accused of false advertisement. We saw Adam and we got excited. Wait, did I not tell y'all that none of the attorneys on the case will come on until after the trial is over? Did I not say that? Did you not hear me say that? Did I not say that? They all said that they will not do an interview until after the case. Did I not say that? Who heard me say that? Put their hands up. Who heard me say that? K-Dog. Thank you, K-Dog. K-Dog is being honest. Okay. So why would I tell you that he's on when I said to you guys that it's not the matter of the truth? She said it's not for the matter for the truth. It's not for the truth of the matter. See, you guys got your mind on Keith. I could have said, Silver Fox is coming on, and y'all would have sworn I was talking about Mr. Watson. It could have been an actual silver fox. But y'all would have been like, oh my God, Mr. Matthews coming on. Because that's where your mind are at. You guys' minds really. I didn't trick you. No, I did not, Kim. No, I did not trick you. I didn't say Keith Adams. KC, K-Dog, please help me out here because these people trying to come at me, trying to talk about, oh, I tricked them. No, you tricked yourself because your mind is on one track. That's it. You trick yourself. Figment of the imagination. Y'all did it to yourself. How many times you see an advertisement of something on TV, you be thinking one thing and you find out it's not? You gave alternative facts. It's all in the words. Her name is Adams. Her last name is Adams. And she's an attorney. So how is that giving an alternative? Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. All right, y'all. Those who have not heard the interview with Miss Adams, and the reason I said, and I even said it the other day, I was going to bring it back for people who didn't get a chance to hear it. Because the last time I didn't even put her name in there. Objection leading. You guys are crazy. Look at this. Objection leading. Hey, Mel. But you knew what? No, I didn't. Look at Seti. Seti come in here too. Hey, Seti. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead on it. Look at Seti. Y'all, you guys are too much. Y'all too much. But I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. And, you know, folks is not going to come into the chat today because everybody's enjoying their holiday. And I said, hey, let me just, I was just about to say leading. I wasn't leading. All right, let's go ahead on and, I said I was going to bring it back. I said I was going to bring it back. Did I not say I was going to bring it back the same bit? I did say that, did I not? Okay, let's go ahead. It's too hot. We're here. Okay, here we go. Hey, Seti. Hey, everybody. Let's go ahead on and let me go ahead on present this. I did say I was going to bring it back. Oh, Lord. Why is she all up in my stuff, my grill? The phone is all up in my grill, y'all. Phone is all up in my grill. The phone is answering questions. All right, y'all, let's get started. I did say I was going to bring it back. Well, tomorrow court is back. Court is back tomorrow. All right, let's go. So all you guys now, she's going to answer some questions that a lot of you guys had. One of the questions she's going to answer is about the feds coming in, if the feds could come in and pick up this case. She answered some questions about how to approach this trial. This is before the actual trial starts. Okay, so this is gonna give you guys a helping hand and seeing some of the things that you guys thought about earlier. So definitely, I'm gonna put my little watermark on here because all right, here we go. All right, y'all ready? I'm gonna mute no, I can't mute. Never mind. All right, here it is, Timothy Adams. Hey,
hello. Hi.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. How's your holiday?
Oh, it was boring, but you know,
you didn't
yeah.
do anything? You didn't
know?
All right, I wanted to well, let's get started. You're not new. Oh, somebody put in Young Success Life. Someone just put in Young Success.
The new YSL.
Oh, okay, Tim. I got a chance to send you off the updated indictment, and today I was at court and they had the jury selection. So it's 600 juries that they're going through. Do you think they'll be ready by Monday?
To go through 600, they can be ready by Monday. Today is what? Tuesday?
No, today's Wednesday.
Oh, okay. By Monday, no. No. They would have to have done a lot of advanced work in order to be ready by Monday, and they would have to be working long hours.
Well, the only thing the judge was able to do today was read the indictment. You know, that long sheet that I sent you?
Yeah.
He did that with all because it's 191 acts and 50-something counts, something like that. So, and then Monday, they're supposed to be doing the hardship, those jurors who has some sort of hardship. So do you think they're going to be able to get the jury going?
So I think, the hardship comes into I have, small children. I can't stay late. I have to take medicine. It makes me drowsy. I have a sick loved one who I have to be in contact with constantly. Those are the hardship situations.
Mm-hmm. Because they've been
today. I
think we're breaking up some kind of way. We're choppy. I thought you stopped. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So those are the hardship people. I think that they are going to be able to get a jury, but I think that anyone who is smart and wants to get out of jury duty will come up with some type of hardship by Monday.
Okay. Well, and they said they anticipate this trial is going to last between 6 and 8 months or something like that. And from my understanding, that's going to be really, really hard to get a regular person to be a juror.
Oh, definitely, because under various laws, if you have to do jury duty, you have a job. Your job.
Wait, guys, listen to what she said in regard to the jury. And this is some of the stuff. This was done. I just want to give you a little background. This was done on January the 4th on 2023 when trial had not started yet. So I asked her to come in and ask her some questions. I sent her the transcript of the actual case, and she went over it, and she's given her point of view. She is a federal attorney. She has done Rico and things like that before. So she is very well versed in the Rico law, and she's going to explain a lot of things in regular layman's term, okay?
I can't fire you because of jury duty. You just so happen to on this jury for 8 or 9 months, and it's the case from hell, and your job is upset. That's just what it is. But that's a long time for a case for people for you to have someone's attention, and then not only that, a case this long at some point, unless it's exciting every day. At some point, jurors kind of check out.
So then you heard that. She said a case that long, jurors kind of check out. So did I not tell you that I saw the checkoutness in the jurors the other day? How they just really did not care. It was all in their face. It was chattering and there were movements and all this kind of stuff. So basically, because the trial is so long right now, jurors going to miss a lot of things. They're not going to pay attention. They're just going to do their own thing. So I don't know. It's not going to be the benefit. Oh, Lord. The other thing is, what type of makeup do you think the jury will be because of the longevity of the trial? Do you think it'll just be retiree or rich people? I mean, what do you think the makeup would be of the jurors?
Okay, so I do jury consultation for other attorneys. So I go into it a different way. So I say, who is my target juror? Do I want them to, like, what ethnicity do I want them to be? What education? What is their marital status? So on and so forth. So I pick who my target juror is, and then I try to strike people from there who are not my target juror.
Lamar, I think it would be the opposite of what you're saying. The reason why I say the opposite, because there's so many components to the to what they have to look at. It's so many components. So listen to what she said. Listen to what she said anyway.
Okay. And is there a difference between jury selection with state and a jury selection with the feds?
No, it's typically the same. The major difference that I have seen and experienced is that in the federal system, the judges give you less time for jury selection, where on a state level, they give you more time for jury selection.
Okay. Now, as far as strikes and things like that, do they give the same amount of numbers, or is it just different on that?
No, it's a little bit different, and it varies by state. But some things that don't change is, say, for instance, if you want to strike a juror for cause, meaning you have a legal reason to strike this juror from the panel, that doesn't change. You have unlimited options to strike a juror for cause. So, like, just say, for instance, a person says, well, I can't sit in judgment of someone else. That's a reason to strike a juror for cause. Or if a juror says, no, I'm biased, I'm in favor of one party over the other, that's a challenge for cause. And you have you have the complete right to strike someone for cause.
Okay. All right, so I want to get a little bit into this case. I sent you over the indictment. Did you get a chance to take a look at it? And I want to hear your thoughts on this whole thing.
Okay, so the first thing is, after reviewing the indictment, I completely understand why the judge did not give him bond. I completely understand. Because of all the acts that he's involved in, one, I think just the pure volume of the overt acts and what they're alleging is quite a bit. And then in the same breath, some of the acts that they're accusing him of, like being involved in murders and things like that, yeah, I completely understand why she did give him bond, because it's showing that there's a level of dangerousness that the public cannot be protected from. So say, for instance, in regards to one of the conspiracies, for murder, that he is not an overt act that he did, but what happened is they were going to contact him to get approval for a murder and see how much it would pay. The thing is, well, yeah, we can let you out on bond and put you on house arrest with guards, but we can't monitor your phone calls. You know what I mean? Because they were just looking for a way to contact him. So just contact would be potentially dangerous for the public.
Okay. Now, on that note, you just mentioned that the danger of not getting a bond, and all of the other co-defendants did not get a bond, right? Just recently, they've been given a whole bunch of plea deals, right? Mm-hmm. How is it possible that you can give them a plea deal where they got out right away, but you say that they're so dangerous to even get a bond? Why is it okay for them to get out so quickly and without any kind of extra time being added on, or even give them a 2 or 3 years, but they gave them probation, 15 years probation, and they're out?
So once a person is sentenced, like meaning the person accepts their probation, it's over. You have to be released. You've accepted your probation. Your case is disposed of. You're on probation. You abide by the guidelines of the probation department. And the standards for giving someone bond versus your sentence to probation, those are two totally separate things. So giving someone bond is, hey, is this person safe to be free while their case is pending? And because there's so many allegations, especially like of intimidation and things like that, the concern of the court is, are they going to intimidate witnesses while they're on bond in order to inhibit the case? Versus when I pled guilty, I admitted I did X, Y, and Z, then you're on your probation. So the issue is protect while the case is pending, are they going to interfere with the case while they're on bond? And there was a strong likelihood of them doing that, which is why they were denied bond.
Well, okay. Why didn't the feds take this case?
That's what I was wondering. No, I wasn't wondering it that for that reason. I was wondering it for other reasons. Because not even on the Rico level, I could care less about that. But so many of the acts are federal, can be charged federally. Like they have them on possession of firearm by a felon. So many of them. Those were easy federal wins. Easy wins. And like possession of a firearm, like while they were having drugs or in furthering of drug trafficking, those are like easy federal wins. And so I was very, very curious, like why, for the cases that they knew they would get a win on federally, why didn't they allow the feds to take the case? But I think one thing is that we have to keep in mind, even though they were charged and convicted under Georgia law, they can still be prosecuted under federal law for the same offenses. The feds can still charge them.
Okay. And I was looking at the charge because one person I saw that was a charge done in Arizona, which is not. Why would you put that here in the Georgia case, and it's not a federal case, but you're gonna still include that crime in there from another state?
Let me see if I can pull it up because I have an indictment. I'm trying to see which count that is.
I think it was like all the way to like after 56. Hold on, let me just check. Hold on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No. So that charge is possession of a firearm by a felon. So what that means is you are a felon under any state law or even federal law, and you possess the firearm. So what you have to prove is, first, this person is a felon. So he became a felon in Arizona. And you are now in Georgia. So even no matter where you are, you still can't possess the firearm. So they say, okay, you were convicted in Arizona. You are a convicted felon. You came to Georgia and possessed a firearm as a convicted felon. So it's not getting into the Arizona case. It's saying that that's where you were convicted of your felony at.
Okay. Now, as far as I wasn't going to keep you too long here. As far as a defense, if you were on this particular case, what would be some of the ways you would handle this case?
Okay, so the first thing is a lot of the overt acts aren't overt acts. Like they talked a lot about their social media posts. Like, oh, they posted X, Y, and Z. They had a YSL chain or a YSL tattoo in furtherance of the organization. That's not an overt act. I'm pretty sure most of the posts were not for the purpose of promoting YSL. These were just their social media posts. And they've done that in several of the overt acts. Now, I was reading it, and I'm like, they're really reaching with a lot of their social media posts saying that they were overt acts because they weren't. So, and then like they were, like say for instance, overt act number 29. It's a social media post, and the guy posed for a picture. Oh, it was a bunch of them in the picture, including YoungThug. But he says, flashing YSL gang hand signs, an overt act of the furtherance of the conspiracy. That has nothing to do with anything. A social media post. I mean, if he was doing something in the post, but just standing there and you're throwing up your sign, that's not an overt act in furtherance of anything. It's a social media post. And so a lot of the posts were like that. Like one of them, they were like, oh, this person posted their face, made a post, and they have a YSL tattoo there. Well, hey, they could have posted a picture of them carrying their groceries in their grandma's house. and their YSL tattoo was showing, that doesn't mean that was an overt act in furtherance of their activity. Like a lot of the overt acts were reaching, especially the social media posts.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, YSL can mean anything. Your Louis Vuitton bag is YSL.
So yeah, it's just a lot of it is insane. But I think my main thought would be, how do I dismantle this Rico? Like, how do I dismantle it? So I think the first thing is showing that a lot of the overt acts aren't overt acts. That's the first thing. And then second, and I'm pretty sure by now they have the witness list saying, okay, who are these witnesses? How can I attack them and their credibility? But most importantly is, how can I change this narrative that YSL is not a gang? And I think, or whatever they want to allege, but I think that his defense team is going to have they're going to have an uphill battle, because there are so many things that are going to come into evidence that have nothing to do with him, but the jury's going to hear about it. And so when they hear about it, it's like, you can't unhear it. You know what I mean? You can't hear it. So even though those things may not have anything to do with him, you've heard it, and all you've heard for months and months and months and months is bad acts. So from there, it's just like, whoa. And if you're sitting there for months, it's like, one, I'm tired, I'm ready to go. And I don't see any way to make this be something else.
Okay.
So
as far as the prosecution,
Lamar, you heard that, right? You heard what she just said, right? Did you just hear what she just said, Lamar? Lamar. Did you just hear what she said? Basically, if it's not fitting in together and they're tired, they're gonna, yeah, okay, you heard. Okay. If it's not fitting in together, it's all these missing, like all these pieces, they're gonna do the easiest thing for them would be like, okay, there's doubt for me. So I'm not gonna, you get what I'm saying? Because it's not fitting for them. It's not coming together. And that's what a lot of the attorneys that I spoke with said, because it's too many elements being thrown at them, and they don't know how to match it. You get what I'm saying?
they went from 28 defendant down to 14. Why do you think they did that? Do you think it's a strategy? Or why do you think they didn't do all 28?
And one trial? Oh, so there could be several reasons. One, it could be we don't have the capacity to do 28 at a time. It could be simple as that. But it could be, as far as strategy, it could be, let's do these 14 so that we can get our convictions or whatever it is. And then, like, just say they get convictions on this first trial. Then these other 14 can see the writing on the wall and go ahead and take the plea offer.
Well, they took the plea offer. The other ones, there was, I think it was 8 that took a plea offer, and then the other one, they postponed their trial. Yeah, because they didn't have attorneys.
Because they don't have attorneys?
Yeah, they don't have attorneys.
They didn't get a public defender?
No, they didn't have it. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in the United States, if you can afford an attorney, the court has to appoint you one. So the only way that a person goes to trial without a lawyer is if that person says, I want to represent myself.
No,
that is insane.
They could not find attorneys for them, so they severed their case from that.
Okay, well that makes sense. Because I do not accept court appointments. I did for 6 months. I'm like, this is a waste of time. But if I did accept court appointments to get on the case where I know that my client wants to, the person wants to go to trial, or there's a chance to trial, for 9 months, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because when you're in trial, even though you have your office and you have your staff or whatever it is may be, you generally don't make money while you're in trial. You don't make money while you're in trial because you're beginning of your day, you're in court the whole day. You get out of court, you have to prepare for court the next day. So you really aren't taking in new clients, especially if the person doesn't have a staff or another attorney that works for them. So it's a money pit, like you're gonna lose money. And then for most court appointed, most states where you get court appointed, you don't get paid until the case is over. So you are working this case for over a year, 9 months of it, you're in trial, you're gonna bankrupt yourself, like for one case, no. And you're not gonna get that much money. So I wouldn't do it either. Now I completely understand.
So do you think that's one of the reasons why they were able to get those plea deals, so to persuade their clients to take the plea deal because they didn't want to do the work?
So I'm going to say that's it's possible. I'll say it's possible because it's a 9-month trial. Like that's a killer. Like if your client did not pay you at least 6 figures, and I'm not talking like 100,000 for a 9-month trial. I mean, it cannot be a one in front of like whatever they pay you to do a 9-month trial. By no means. It's a plea. And I think another thing is a lot of attorneys, they charge 2 different fees. You may have your fee for a plea, and then you have your fee for a trial. So, hey, this is my fee, like if the case pleads out. This is my fee if you go to trial. And the fee if you go to trial is a lot higher. So if the person knows, hey, I have no chance of paying this higher amount to go to trial, your answer is you're gonna plead.
But if they're court appointed, meaning the person doesn't have any money,
for a 9-month trial, man, talk about putting the pressure on these people. Because if the person doesn't plead, then your office goes into the tank. So yeah, hey, it's either you're gonna plead or I gotta withdraw because I can't do a 9-month trial.
Wow, that is some good information on that one. That kind of explain a lot of things.
Like that's a 9-month trial. Like you going broke as a court appointed lawyer.
Yeah, no wonder why they was convincing them, hey, take a plea. And the ones that wouldn't take a plea, they're like, oh, because the 2, they brought them back to see if they were going to take a plea, and they refused to take a plea.
And it's just like, I think I saw it in the news, and they were like, the judge was even surprised. Yeah, because it's just like, but again, another thing that can happen is while the trial is going on, the rest of the case can just stand still. So you just stuck in there waiting for your turn unless your attorney goes in and says, hey, can we talk about a plea? But the prosecutors also can't really talk about it for you because they're in the middle of the actual trial. So it's a horrible situation.
Wow. Can you explain that plea deal, please? They mentioned, I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God. Can somebody help me? Alford something.
An Alford plea.
Thank you. Could you explain that?
Yes. So an Alford plea is a plea where you're saying, I'm not guilty, but I recognize that the state has enough evidence to prove me guilty.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm innocent. I'm saying I'm innocent, but I recognize that they have enough evidence to prove me guilty.
And then that person, they said that person did not have to testify.
Correct.
So, yeah. Okay. So that was the Gunner guy that he got the Alford plea. So people kept saying, "Oh, he's snitching and he's gonna tell." That doesn't mean that at all.
No, it doesn't. And I think and the thing is, a lot of people don't know about Alford pleas because they're typically very rare. They're typically very rare. So
can you ask for it, or is it the prosecution has to offer it to you? Can you?
No, you can ask for it. You can ask for it. And I think a lot of people, when doing an Alford plea, the main thing is, especially in his situation, if me pleading guilty means I'm going to be released, and I recognize that they have enough evidence to find me guilty anyway, let me go ahead and get this out the way so I can get out of jail.
Okay. Now, what do you think about the 15-year probation?
That is insane. Who the hell? And I feel like 15 years of probation is setting someone up for failure.
Yeah.
That's setting someone up for failure. In Texas, the maximum period you can be on probation is 10 years. So, yeah, and that's just insane. 15 years of probation, it's insane. I feel like they're setting them up for failure. Because if they are already committing these types of crimes and have been committing these crimes for all these years, there's no way they're going to stay clean and out of trouble for 15 years.
15 years, yeah. Is there a difference between a federal RICO and a state RICO?
Yes.
Fine.
No, they are very different because with the federal RICOs, they have a broader reach than different state level RICOs. And like some states don't even have RICO statutes. So they're all different at the state level.
Yeah, Georgia just recently adapted the RICO because I heard them mention that. So this is like I don't think they ever had a trial like this. This is like going to be the precedence of all trials. So they got to make sure they cross all their T's and dot all their I's for this case, because if they don't make it, then whew.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I think when you take out all of the reaching overt acts like the Facebook post or the Instagram post, you take those out, they have some really good overt acts. The next issue is, are these people going to testify? Like, say for instance, I don't know if they pled, say for instance, in one of the overt acts where they were talking about attempting to kill YSL YoungThug while in jail. So they did it twice. I think once February 2nd, the other one February the 9th. So I'm sorry, February the 9th and February 22nd. So on the February 22nd, and I think that's number 40, overt act 47. So in that one, they're saying, hey, they were in jail. They were talking about getting approval from YoungThug to kill YSL YoungThug while in custody. They're in custody as well, and what the payment would be. And if those people are going to testify, that overt act is proven. So it's like I said, whoever this witness list is a gold mine. So it's a matter of who is actually going to testify. So even if they have people who aren't going to testify, in order to improve their chances, the prosecutor is definitely offering deals to testify.
Okay, like that guy, the one that just recently, the one to start with the S, because they said he was the one that was in the car and all this blah blah blah. As far as the you have individuals who are already serving time for crimes that has nothing to do with supposedly this crime here, right? And they're getting a taste of freedom, and the likelihood of them lying would benefit them.
Yeah.
So do you think the defense will be able to combat and show that these people just did this agreement to say that this happened because they wanted to be free? Do you think that defense will have some strong like cross-examination that will show that they're here for that purpose, or?
So that's going to depend on the ability of his defense attorneys. Because crossing the snitch it's an art, if that makes sense. It's an art.
Okay.
So, and it's just a matter of how you approach it. So it's a trial of this magnitude, or any trial, but especially a trial of this magnitude, is putting together, it's several different pieces that you put together to make one puzzle. So you start with, your target juror, getting them on the jury, because when you go through jury selection, if you're doing it right, you know a lot about this person, about the way they think, feel, and believe. And then getting those people on the jury. And then, and even in jury selection, you can ask about, have you ever heard of a cooperating witness or a snitch? Or, how do you feel about those type of people? Do you think they're credible? And if they say, oh yeah, I think they're credible, because this, and then to strike this jury for cause. Like, get them on out of here. This ain't the person I want on the jury. So it's like a step-by-step process, but you have to make it all come together. So an effective cross-examination will definitely do them some good. But the thing is, you have to be prepared for whatever the witness is going to say. And so if you haven't been able to talk to this witness before, which more than likely they have not, you can potentially open a can of worms that could hurt your client.
I got. Are you okay taking some questions from the chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I have one person says here. LG says, for the ones that took the plea from the Fed, can the feds pick the case up?
Yes. So anytime, and it's not double jeopardy. Let me be very clear. Double jeopardy is being charged with the same offense in the same jurisdiction. The feds and the state are two separate jurisdictions. So yes, the state and the feds can charge you for the same acts.
Wow. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Because I promised I was not going to keep her on here too long, because I don't want to wear out my welcome with her. Because I know you're busy. Okay, here's a question. The feds is watching, see the state. Okay.
Yeah, so this is another thing. Let's just say the state messes up the case. Like it's going south. And I've seen this happen in other state cases. Like the state case is falling apart. Not even before trial or during trial, but the state case is falling apart. And the feds say, you know what? We see how this is going to go. Let's go ahead and prepare our indictments.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I know. So I'll tell you about a case that happened here in Texas. So this guy was charged with like kidnapping, I think aggravated assault, all types of stuff, for kidnapping someone who stole his drug money and drugs. Who was related to him, but it was crazy. So case is going on for years. He's in jail. He can't make bond. He finally is able to make bond. And while he's on bond, he's contacting the person, his alleged victim, so on and so forth, because they know one another. Victim is saying he's not coming to court. The state case is really falling apart. So what happens? The feds pick it up, and they charged him and his associates with more crimes.
Wow. Okay, I have somebody by the name of Terry Brown. She says, what's your retainer fee?
Oh, it varies by case.
How well versed are you in the state of Georgia, Rico?
Pretty well versed. So because at a certain point I was going to get licensed in Georgia, but I'm not coming.
But question, if somebody wanted to, put you, hire you for this, I'm not saying that they are, I'm just asking a question, because I don't know, because you did ask that question about the thing. Are you able to practice here, or you have to do it underneath somebody, or how would that happen?
So what I would do, instead of being an actual attorney on the case, I would just get hired as a consultant.
As a consultant.
So you're getting me, but I'm probably in the courtroom with your lawyers. I'm just not the person standing up asking the questions.
Okay, but you'll see things that the lawyer may not be
Yeah,
asking.
I'll be right there.
Okay. Somebody else. Okay. Next question is, can we ask the BPO sharing inmates information? We're on a different case, ma'am. We're on a different case. But, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, are they saying BPO or BOP?
BOP, I think.
Okay, the Bureau of Prisons. So let me just say, the Bureau of Prisons is a whole can of worms times a million. They are understaffed. They can't do things correctly. I've been trying to visit this one client for months. So the BOP is an entire can of worms. And the BOP has a lot of corruption in the BOP. And because the BOP has no oversight, like none. There's no one to check them and say that you're doing these things wrong. All types of shenanigans happens. And unfortunately, these people whose information is being shared, they don't have an attorney because they've already been sentenced. Or even when they haven't been, like reporting these people is the least of their worries. So the BOP, we've caught like case managers lying, like on the phone recorded calls, and we took it all the way up to DC, and they did everything they could to protect their officers. And I mean, we have recordings. Wow. So yeah.
Oh, so they protect them really hard. What about if they have okay, I was going to bring up that other case, but let me finish. Okay, Mr. 444 Smile says, can Gunna appeal his sentence?
No, more than likely, as part of the plea agreement, there is a waiver of appeal.
Okay, I thought they said they can do a habeas corpus or something like that.
Yeah, that's different than an appeal. So when you make a plea agreement, part of the plea agreement is you waive your appeal rights, and unless certain things have happened. So, like, say for instance, if you have a case where you file a motion to suppress at some point and you agree to a plea, but you want to be able to appeal the judge not granting your motion to suppress, that's an appeal right that you could keep. But if it's just an appeal right where there weren't any dispositive issues, no, you waived your right to appeal.
Okay. Miss Terry's back again with the question, with the hiring. She's asking, what about the state of Michigan?
Yeah, it would. So in the state of Michigan, like I said, if it's a state case, not a federal case, I would just be a consultant. I wouldn't be on the actual case.
But if it's a federal case, you can go and do wherever state it is.
Yes, but so I think the craziest thing I think about Michigan, I'll think about is the cold. Mm-hmm. That's all I think about, because I had to go to Kansas City, Missouri for a consult on a federal case. Mm-hmm. It was cold, it was raining, and my flight back home, and I was just going that morning, doing my jail consult, flying right back home. Flight back home got canceled, and I was stuck.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's all I think about, like, when cold states is what if I get
I know. Look, don't say that because I'm about to go to Chicago. Please don't say that. Don't say that to me, please. I don't want to get stuck out there. There's another question. Okay, what state are you licensed in?
Texas and New York.
New York and Texas, guys. New York and Texas. Okay, she asked, Mark Quinn, I'm sorry, is Jeffrey going on trial for murder, conspiracy to commit murder, or ordering someone to commit murder?
Hold on, I have the indictment in front of me. Give me 2 seconds, and I can let you know. He is number 56, I think.
He had 56, 59, because the other one was just gang activity.
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, he is number 1. Let's go.
Number 1, which is a Rico one part.
Yes. Yeah. And then he is on.
I know 56. I know 56 is one he's on. 57 he's on.
Okay, 56 is conspiracy to commit murder. And so, yeah, that's the conspiracy, but it doesn't, 56, 57. Oh, wow.
The other ones were like for gang activity. Remember?
Hold on. This damn indictment is so long. And what's so crazy is they don't put a lot of information. They didn't put a lot of information in here.
I'm gonna give you the numbers and then you look at the crime. 56, 57.
So I have 56. 56 is street gang activity. So that's but this is what they're doing. So 56 is participation in criminal street gang activity. So in the gang activity that they're alleging is murder, aggravated assault, armed robbery, so on and so forth. So they're alleging that all of these are gang activity and he participated in them. So he didn't have to participate directly because he's in the gang. So it's almost like they have the Rico case and 56 is like a mini conspiracy because they're alleging so many acts.
Okay. Now 59, because you said
57. 57 is also participating in street gang activity, but it's not a murder, it's drugs. Then 58 is drugs, 59 is drugs.
60
is drugs.
61?
And 61 is possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, which is possession of marijuana, the possession of the codeine, and the possession of cocaine. This is one that the feds can definitely pick up, and I mean pick up tomorrow.
That one, 61?
So in the federal system, this is what we call possession of a firearm and furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. It's the punishment is found under 924C. And in the federal law, if a conviction under this is a minimum of 5 years.
Okay, 62.
And 62. I have a note about this, possession of the machine gun. And in furtherance of the drugs. So this would be a 924C. But when I saw the machine gun, that is a federal offense that is charged all the time. So what happened is they had a handgun and they converted it into a automatic gun, to a machine gun, which is illegal. The only way you can possess a gun like this, which is the same for like a silencer, is if you have a gun trust and it doesn't look like they have one.
No gun trust. Okay. Wow. All right, next question is, how many years do you think Young Thug is looking at if you take a plea deal?
So based on his acts, he's looking at least double digits, at least. So I think that because of the count where they're alleging the murders, like I think that was 56 or 57 that we just talked about, he's looking at a long time. And depending on how punishment goes, whether the jury punishes him or the judge, that's where things will really determine whether or not what the amount of time he's looking at. So a lot, like just say for instance, for Ghana, who was only in number one, count one, and what his acts were. His acts, they were not alleged him being involved in the murder or things like that. So his exposure was a lot less than Young Thug's, and Young Thug they're looking at him as far as being like a leader. So his exposure is extremely lengthy, especially depending on how his different indictments or his different offenses are sentenced, whether or not they're going to be concurrent or consecutive.
Well, you know what's also too, I need to probably go back to the courthouse to get another updated one, because the reason why I said that is because the judge threw out the certain charges that was found during the because they didn't have the proper search warrant. So when they found the gun inside the house, I don't think the gun could be used against him. So that's one count that would be gone too. And the marijuana that could be gone because they weren't supposed to be in his house and searching for that. So.
Yeah, I mean, but even just thinking about the one, like the gang activity charge involving the murder, like that's tough.
Yeah. All right, let me go to the next person. Guys, we only have about 15 minutes with Tiffany, and that's it, 15 minutes. All right, okay. Next question, has the prosecution proven their case to say YSL is a gang or with just a witness? Okay, that's a question.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have way more than one witness. And they're going to be able to prove it through their social media posts. Let me just say, I don't know what people's obsession is with social media, but in cases now, even in the past few years, people's social media posts come up in almost every case if it's relevant. I've had cases where I'm in court waiting for my case and they're having a hearing. And I remember there was a case where they were asking this man to pay restitution. He said he couldn't afford it. And they're like, oh, but on your Facebook page on this day, you went and did X, Y, and Z. You could have used that money to pay restitution. I think they're going to be able to prove they are a gang from his rap lyrics and from their social media posts.
Even though they have the thing with the law of it being expression, freedom of speech, expression, artistic expression or something like that.
Yeah, and I understand that argument, but in this situation, it only goes so far. Because, like, say for instance, if they only had like a couple of these, like a couple of posts or a couple of lyrics, that'd be one thing. But they have several.
Okay.
So if they only had a couple, then that's one thing. But if they have several, and they have several different posts, lyrics, so on and so forth, no, they can't. You can't explain that many away.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna give 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, guys. This question here is from Mr. 444 again. Same people call asking questions. Will there be a jury panel different from the feds?
Yes. So the Fulton County jury panel has to be from Fulton County. The federal jury panel has to be from that district.
So they have to have the people got to come from Fulton County, no other county.
Yeah, because that's the county that the case is charged in.
Oh wow. Okay. Anybody else want to do the last question for Timony? Who's gonna be the lucky one to do the last question? Because she is a very, very, very busy woman. We don't want to hold her too long. She has cases and cases. Okay. All right, Gregory, you're gonna be the last lucky winner. All right, the last question is, so if he beats the state case, can the feds pick it up?
Yep.
All right, that is the answer to that question. Timmy, again, thank you so much for your time, and hopefully while this case is going, because you know I'm going to be out there, case is going, I'll keep you abreast of everything, and thank you again.
Okay, you're welcome. I have a question for you. So are you going to watch this entire trial?
Yes, I am. You know me.
Like, this is going to be a long case.
Well, I mean, as long as I can, you know. If,
okay.
If this is me. This is my stuff. This is my forte.
Okay. I think it would be great if the judge allowed cameras in the courtroom.
He does, but the only one. He did a Rule 22, only one camera. It's not live anymore because it was in a fluke where they picked up the prosecutor saying certain things. So now it's delayed. So they'll see it afterwards.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, Marvin said I didn't answer his question. Let's do this last one. Marvin wants this question asked. You didn't answer my question. I can't cash out. We're gonna have to testify against, YoungThug. I don't understand the question.
I don't either, but I'll give an answer. So Gunna does not have to testify against YoungThug based on his plea agreement. He does not. That's not a requirement of his plea agreement. That's not a requirement of an Alford plea. He does not have to testify against YoungThug at all.
There's your answer, y'all. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I'll see you the next time.
All right, you guys have a good day.
All right. Bye. You just lost out of our Marvin, stop it. Y'all, listeners, he's deciding not to give a All right, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So what do y'all think?
Who's part of the state? She's part of who's? She's part of state. She's part of the mislaying them, telling them be a gang and don't charge a friend is not going to mess with it much. I don't understand your statement. She said, hold on a second. Let's get this off my screen. She says she's part of this mislaying them people. What? Can be a gang, but don't chop. The Fed is not going to mess with it. It's too much of, you see how she asked you. I don't understand that question. I don't understand that question that you just have. She's part of the state. Who's part of the state? Who's part of the state? Who is part of the state? I've never seen you in here before, so you must be one of those people that's coming in here for the shenanigan. But who's part of the state? Timothy is not part of the state. I don't understand what you're talking about. Misrepresenting the testimony. Oh, that's great throwback. I remember this interview. Okay. Can't wait. Well, she's coming back. Who's part of? She's not part of. She don't even live in Georgia. She's in Texas. She is an attorney, a federal attorney in Texas. Not you, the lady that just left. She's a federal attorney out of Texas. Oh my Lord, people. She is not part of the state. When is she coming? Oh, she's coming back. I sent her a message. So she should be back. We'll set up something for this week, guys. And get your questions up prepared for me, and I'll ask her these questions. Thanks, nurse. But it's good to get a perspective from different attorneys, and I'm going to bring some attorneys on the channel to help you guys out with some questions you guys may have. It's good to get another side, not regular layman people like Like me, I don't know anything. So, but those who are skilled and experienced in doing this kind of stuff. So I will be bringing those type of interviews to you guys because we need to be in the know. So tomorrow, court starts at 10 o'clock. If you had a place to go, where would it be? I don't know. Court starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We're told to be there by 9:30. So the person that's coming back is Mr. Smith. He's coming back. Detective Smith or whatever his name, Investigator Smith, Detective Smith, but he'll be back as the next witness. So, anybody have any question? 9:30 tomorrow, y'all. You good, but Miss Silver Thug is gonna beat this case. Oh, she definitely. You missed the beginning part, Pete. You missed the beginning part. She basically said that that the juror is going to be so confused that it's not going to go that way because it's so much confusion, and they gotta. That's why Love and them try to put so many like pieces trying to match them, but they're not matching. It's too much. It's overwhelming for the jurors. It's overwhelming for the jurors because I'm trying to figure it out. Good luck to the jurors if they have one by the end of this. Because my thing is, I just don't feel like the jurors gonna last. That's just me. Before they even get to do a verdict, I don't even think they're gonna last because it's too long. These people have lives going on. It's definitely, Pete. I agree with you. It's a big mess. I don't think it's going to make it, Cavell. I do not think it's going to make it to the end. I really don't. I guarantee you, they're going to lose about 5 jurors because this is too long. It's going to be almost a year. They're not going to last that long. I don't think they will. I just don't think they're going to last that long. I don't even think it's going to get to the verdict. I don't think it's just me. I'm just telling you because you got news people who just gave up. They don't even show up anymore. You got that. You got just you got a whole bunch of prosecutors have left this case, started with the case and they're gone. So imagine if these people who works for the the state and stuff, they can't stay. You think the jurors gonna stay? Come on now. I don't think so. The jurors aren't gonna stay. Mark my word. Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me that the jurors will not last to the end? Who wants to bet me? Yep, plus not organized and see the judge, Fanny did this for a vote. Exactly. Who wants to bet me? Who wants to bet me that the jury is not going to last? We're going to lose them. I'm telling you, one by one, they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone. A year? Come on, you know how much stuff happens in a year? You don't even know. One by one. What is Mia doing? One by one, we're going to lose them. One by one. And remember, once you lose 5, it's automatic. Automatically, it's a mistrial. Once you lose 5, because you have the 4 alternate and then you just lose one of the main one, it's done. Vegas will bet you. Last week, I told you guys how I saw, and then they messing with their money. They messing with their money. They messing with their money. You know, y'all, when people mess with your money, you just like, they just already just like, F it. The tact is because now knowing state is losing and no defense case is in chief will destroy state. So stall force, a mistrial, keep Thug incarcerated, fake win. A mistrial is a loss for the state. You know that, right? A mistrial is considered a loss for the state. I guarantee you, juror, ask about the money again this week. Y'all, I'm telling you, they messing with their money. Once they got dissatisfied with that money situation, they should have hopped on that money situation just like that. Because they were already complaining that when they don't show up, they don't get money. So the judge made an order, and now they're getting paid for that. But they're not getting paid any extra money. They're only getting paid for like the whole week they were gone this week. They got paid for this, they got paid for it. So if it's a mistrial, will Thug stay? They're gonna ask for bail. They're gonna ask for bail. Will he get it? Most likely. Most likely he'll probably get it. Most likely he'll get bail. Most likely. Because the argument will be stronger by then. Nurse, I think he will give a good chance at bail. Yeah, definitely. I believe he'll get a bail. But as far as the jury, y'all, and remember, there's no capital punishment on this case here. There's no capital punishment, so he'll get bail. And that one of the reasons why the guy, the Melly guy, is because there's capital punishment on the other one. The jury is mad, I promise you, but not enough money to get. They got family as yeah, Pete. You told them that the trial's gonna last between 6 and 9 months, right? You just passed 6. Okay, we're in the month of June tomorrow, right? We're in the month of June. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. It's 7 months. 7 months, y'all. 7 months. Seven months. The jury's mad. Yeah, they ticked off. They are not too happy with this whole thing. But guys, what happened with Ryan? Why is he still there? And the reason why he's still there is because the judge that's doing his case, she's gotten off the case, and another judge is coming in, and they're not going to do anything until this case is over with. They're not going to because remember he had 3 choices, right? One was to time serve. The other one was mistrial. No, I mean not trial, dismissal, and then the third one was to get a new lawyer, a new judge. So they got a new judge, and that judge is going to be the one to make a decision. I think the jury is doing their best to stick around because they want to hear a defense case and witnesses. I hope so. That's crazy for them to wait till the case is over. There's some weird stuff that's going on, and I don't know anything about the court system as far as how the rules and regulation of Fulton County. But from other cases that I've seen that have been covering, that this is the weirdest, the craziest I've ever seen. The craziest that I personally have seen. I haven't seen thousands of cases, but I've seen enough to know this is the weirdest thing. Without prior conviction, how can he be found guilty of a Rico? It's weird. I don't know. YFN Lucci should be released pretty soon. Yeah, he was supposed to be released, but you're not going to know about it until after he's home, unless one news person happened to slip and find out. When is Adam coming on? Adam, Timony, her last name is Adams. You took. I never said. Oh, calling it a thing. Timothy Adams was the Adams that I was referring to. Fulton County is corrupt and looks corrupt. The news not thinking about this case. No, they're not. They lost interest, Pete. They have lost interest in this case. They don't even cover it anymore. Every single Law and Crime is the only one that's really covering this, because Law and Crime is on YouTube, and they're the one who's been, they even have their camera person there, because all the other ones, all the 8 station that was sharing the pool, they don't even show it up anymore. So Law and Crime is the one that's taken over. And every single one of those outlets that was coming in, the Fox, the Channel 11, all of those, they all gone. Atlanta First is the only one that's still there, and they have scaled down their coverage as well. So the live stream that you see, the pool is coming from the person that works for Law and Crime. So, Miss Sylvia, Miss Silver, you is a rising star. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm behind you. Oh, thank you, Pete. I appreciate you. But I'm gonna bring on the last live stream. I saw your daughter. She was at court. You saw it? You saw her in court? Mia, you saw her in court? Oh, my last stream here or in court? Which one, Mia? Yeah, as far as people that are still there, I am the most consistent individual that is covering this trial. I am the longest consistent individual. I'm not saying I was I was there, but I've been there the most now. Now I have been there the most out of everybody who has been covering the case. I've been there the most. So I'm the only one there right now, really, as far as news reporting people. I'm the only one there. The only person that's there other than myself as far as media is the camera guy. And the camera guy has not been here longer than me. He just recently started covering it after. Is Thug Family still coming daily? Yes, but they have not been coming as much last week because they were covering his nephew's case, and that's over with. And remember, his brother's case is coming up. So on June 5th, they're supposed to have the hearing for the next stage of that case. Remember, that's his brother that is death. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I got 2 more lives to do. I've got 1 more on this channel here, and then I'm going to my second channel because I have to do something with the Ernest William case. I promised you guys that I was gonna do the what is his brother accused of? His brother is accused of, let's see, hold on. Hold on a second. I think it was a gun charge and something else. Hold on a second. Let me see. Because I got my Rule 22 on that one. His name is Gregory King. Gregory King was charged with, hold on. Gregory King was charged with all right, he was charged with, hold on. He was also charged with a Rico. He has 20, he had about 20 something charges himself. Hold on, I'll tell you what he's charged with. He was charged with a Rico, but let's see. Hold on. Hold on a second, let me go get his. I know it's no, it would not street gang. Hold on a second, let me tell you. I'm trying to get it for y'all. Hold on. Come on now, where is it? It was a Rico. I mean, not Rico. It was street gang, but I'm trying to see all the charges. Oh, where did I put it at? Where did I put it at? Guys, I can't. I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put the paperwork. It's in here somewhere. Gregory King. I'm trying to find my paperwork. I'm just like having a hard time finding it. I can't find it, y'all. It's in here somewhere. Can't find it. I know I sent it to somebody. What did I name it? Oh my God. No, I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. Drag on it. I can't find it. I can't find it. But I don't see it. I put it someplace, but I don't know where I put the actual. Oh my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Let me see. Let's see if it's here. Greer. I think this might be it. Let's see if this is the one. No. Let's see. Nope, that's not the one. My apologies, y'all. I thought I had it here, but I don't know where. I don't know what I labeled it under. I don't know what I labeled it under. Because there's two cases that they had and they changed it, and I don't know where it's at. I don't know where I put it at. All right, I don't know where I put it at. I apologize. I tried. I don't know where I put it at. When is he on the witness stand this week? I'm not sure, but I know that they still filed a motion in opposition to what him coming in to talk about the conversation he had with his son. No, it's not. It's not that brother, nurse. It's not Umfum. It's Gregory King, the other brother. I just don't know where I put the what's the name? Tag on it. I don't know where I put it at. Is it this one? No. I don't know where I put it at. I apologize, but I bet you I'll find it once I get off this live, right? I know I have it in here. King. I don't know where it's at. Let me see if Brandy did it. Brandy. Let's see if Brandy did it. She sent it to me. Greer Williams. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. All right. I'm going to end this live. I will see you guys later. And I'm going to come back live on my second channel. And then so I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Are you gonna go outside for the fireworks? Because they're gonna do fireworks tonight over here. All right. Notification on. Okay. All right, guys. What's the channel? You talking about my back channel? Oh, let me give you my back channel. Mods, good morning. You guys put it in there. I'm gonna put do the transcript reading from the case that this week Ernesto goes to have his what do you call it? Arraignment. He's having his arraignment this week for the Rico charge he has. Ernesto has his arraignment, and I'm going to read to you the transcript of his previous. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, I'm trying to let this mop of mine grow. Every time I try to push it down so it won't, but it's still some stragglers keep coming up. some stragglers. You can see the sticking of some stragglers, and I just keep patting it down, trying to pat it. But I'd be like just pushing it, just pat it. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Get a sponge brush. Yeah, I don't like those sponge brushes because it makes my hair tangled up. It tangles my hair up too much. Are you able to see what's still said in his motion? Yeah, I put it up. Truth be told, I put it up. Didn't you see it? I did a live on it on my last live when I talk about updates from YSL. I put it up. I read it. Just go back and look at the other live that I did on that. Okay, yeah. Let me get myself prepared so I can come to you guys with the other stuff. All right, you guys have a good one. Because remember, I got to go to bed to get up in the morning, okay? Remember that. Court starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow. He asked us to report at 9:30. I know it's been a while, y'all. It's been a while. It's going to be feeling funny coming back to court. We've been gone so long. It was boring. That means it lasts longer. Hope you enjoy your break. Yeah, I did. Can anyone come to court and watch the trial? Yes, anybody can come. Leave it up to Anna. Yes, anybody can come. It's open to the public. All right, my darlings, I got to go now. I'll see y'all later. Bye.